Good afternoon.
Hello.
It's Tuesday and it's August.
I
Can you
know it's
believe it?
crazy.
What in the world happened to July?
Yeah.
That
What's
was
happened to 2026 so far?
crazy.
It's just blown by.
Oh yeah. Out of control. Out of control. Oh gosh, I got to switch to the comments. Good afternoon, everybody. So it is August. Well, I don't even know. It's August 4th already. And we are back. We've got, holy cow, we have had a couple weeks of some stuff going on,
Yeah.
right? It's been a little bit crazy. Um, I don't know if you all have been paying attention to our social media, but we've kind of been all over the place and lots of great trainings. So let's see, a couple weeks ago, Mike and I went to Colorado Detail Supply, a new distributor that has a couple locations in Colorado, and crazy. It was so good. So good. Those stores over there have done an amazing job in their market, and holy moly, they are just
Yeah,
great.
they're first class people over there. They're great partners.
Yeah, really, really, really good. So that was really fun. We had several students in the class, and we started a new. So I want you guys to pay attention. We started a new series called maximizing profits in exterior detailing. And it's pretty cool because what we're doing is we're obviously doing a traditional training, but we kind of got our heads together and we felt like, there's so many trainings out there right now that are just paint correction and coating. And so we came up with a different concept where, we talk about how to maximize profits, obviously, just doing regular detailing. We have a lot of new, which I'm sure you've seen this too, Josh, a lot of new mobile detailers.
Yep.
Like, market is crazy right now with mobile detailers. So really kind of catering to that, like, how do you make as much money in the other areas of detailing as we do in correction and coating? Now, we all love correction and coating, right? But I feel like some detailers out there are leaving money on the table.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so really drilled it down to do, wash, clay, seal, just general exterior detailing, how to not forget about it, how to maximize, every vehicle, what can become more, and not necessarily that day, but in the future. Just really thinking of like future opportunities on every single vehicle. And then just focusing a lot on the business side. There's just not a lot of focus on the business side. So far, it's been a great training. I was in Salt Lake City this past weekend at Budco, another new distributor. Absolutely phenomenal training. Had such a great time. Always loved the crew there at Budco, but absolutely amazing. Super, super cool. So that's been super fun. And then you and I behind the scenes have been working on a lot of products, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been busy.
Um, yeah, a couple Sweet Elite. I have another one I'm testing today. A couple Sweet Elite products for you guys to keep your eyes peeled for. Should be a pre-SEMA release, we're thinking.
Yep.
So that'll be good. And then just a couple tweaks to some regular car candy products. So I know I keep throwing around this brush. I'm going to get to why I have a brush pointer in just a few minutes. But let's start with first, we'll take a good afternoon from our always here first viewer, Frank Opice. Good afternoon.
Hi, Frank.
All right. So, Josh, let's get into because I'm really excited to talk about this. What was your favorite car candy product the last couple weeks?
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Um, because I can't say the one I want to say because we're currently working on it.
Yeah, I know. That's up there for me too.
Um, but I have fallen in love with Ultra Pristine and Squeaky Clean. So
Okay.
they're two soaps. One's a low pH acid soap. The other one's a high pH. You
Okay.
pair them together, and you've got a hell of a touchless wash.
Nice. And
So
are you
we've done it.
foaming those on?
Yeah, yep. We've
Foaming?
been foaming
Okay.
on the high pH first,
Okay.
and letting it kind of eat through all the grime, and then we do the low
Dwell. Uh-huh.
pH. Yep,
Okay.
and we foam them
Cool.
on top of each other and let them dwell. We've been doing some motorhomes lately, so that's been working really good.
Nice. Nice. That is super fun. Super fun. Well, I have those too. I just have a lot more testing to do with them. I'm going to have to actually tell somebody, okay, this time don't run your car through the car wash first. So I'll need to get some more time on those. That's hilarious. Okay, so my favorite this week is super hot tamale, which is totally out of left field, right? And I'll tell you why. So during the training, we obviously talking about exterior detailing, so really kind of did a deep dive into the other exterior products. Like, we all love soaps and everything, but Shad at Budco, his truck, it was so funny. It was almost a joke. I was like, man, I've never seen your truck so dirty. I honestly have never seen his truck so dirty. And they have a lot of construction, a lot of tar going on in Salt Lake right now. And so the truck was super dirty. So we were working in 106 degrees and it was so hot. So we foamed on Destroyer, which did a great job, but it was too hot to leave it on too long. I think that it could have taken care of some stuff, but it was just too hot. And so the bottom third of the car had this like waxy, greasy buildup that the Destroyer obviously didn't really take care of. And I wouldn't have expected it to by any means, because it was really greasy and it was black. And we had just mixed up the super hot tamale to do his engine, which killed it, by the way. The engine was crazy dirty. And the super hot tamale, we did it at 20-1, which was kind of smack in the middle between super dirty and dirty needing a degreaser. So did it smack in the middle at 20-1, and killed it on the engine. We barely had to agitate at all. But then, so we rinsed off the Destroyer and I was like, oh, the bottom still has this greasy, waxy stuff all over it. So we had to work fast. So I said, guys, hold on. I said, let me go spray the super hot tamale. So sprayed the whole lower third of the truck with the super hot tamale. The guys went in with their wash mitts we were using what was our contact soap? It was the blue. How come I'm blanking on the name?
Triple Delight?
The blue. Triple Delight. So Triple Delight was our contact wash. And literally, as soon as those wash mitts hit that lower third, you just saw the black effortlessly peel right off. Did the running boards and everything with the super hot tamale, absolutely just cut through the grease like nothing I've ever seen. It was so good. Of course, left like no damage, no streaks, nothing like that. So I was just so impressed that it was like we could sew, because we had to quickly pivot. And it was like, hold on, let me spray this with degreaser and then we're going to go, it didn't change anything. We just quickly pre-sprayed with the super hot tamale and then it just cut right through and it was perfect. It came out absolutely excellent. And then we used one of the products that we're testing and everybody there was so impressed. So can't say it publicly and I told them all to, but it was super fun and it was great. So super hot tamale. I love a good degreaser, but it was one that I hadn't like really dove into. I mean, I'd used it, but not on anything that was like beyond just regular soap. You know what I mean? So it was great. It was really, really great. So super hot tamale is mine. So let me go back up and catch some of these comments. We've got Sarah Riles. Good afternoon.
Hi, Sarah.
And then we've got, I think, is it Jorge?
Jorge, yep, I think so.
Yeah. Good afternoon from Canada. I really like the car candy products. Well, I'm so glad that they made it to Canada. That's so amazing.
Yep.
We've got
Crystal Bright up there.
Yeah, next level detailing. Hello, car candy peeps. Hello.
Hi, Bob.
Oops. Hi, Bob. That's awesome. He's like, he's like summertime and in his profile pictures. Checking that out. That's nice. Looking good, Bob. So here's some exciting news, which is why I keep waving this brush and why I'm wearing this shirt, right? So I'm wearing a Glovebox shirt because Car Candy is the featured brand in Glovebox this week. So I got one and just opened it today. So I wanted to kind of go through with you guys because there is still a promo where if you do not already sign up to Glovebox, you still can. So with Glovebox, if you guys don't know what it is a subscription brand similar to, there's lots of different ones out there. You can do t-shirts, I do a lot of beauty ones. They're super cool. So it's just a way that you can subscribe to a service where you get, just things to try that maybe you wouldn't otherwise. And so they're always a lot of fun. So Glovebox has been around for years. So they have this cool thing where they put a card in, it tells you about the brand, and then you scan the QR code, which takes you to a blog post that tells you about that month's brand. So if you go in there, it has really great pictures and videos and, descriptions of the what's in there and stuff. But they included a car candy sticker, and then I'll go over the Sweet Elite products first. So we obviously featured Sweet Elite. So you get 3 of them in there. So you get the ceramic detailer, the wheel and tire cleaner, and then the rinseless wash. So obviously Josh and I's favorite. So then you get those 3, which is a great try me. Of course we had to leave out one. So we left out the interior, kind of made this an exterior box. And then you get a Detail Factory tire scrub brush that pairs very well with the Sweet Elite wheel and tire. So super awesome. And then I thought this was so cool. You get a little wheel mitt from the Clean Garage, which is my favorite color, teal. So just
cool.
just a little hand mitt to clean your wheels. So I thought that was super cool. So you get all of that in the glove box, and they are running a special for us where you can still sign up for the glove box this month, and the code is new25, and you get 25% off your first subscription, which is obviously the Sweet Elite box. So if you have not checked that out, go to glovebox.com and check out their subscription service. And if you have not tried out the Sweet Elite products yet, but you would like to, this is such a good way to give that a try. So super cool. So I just got that in the mail today, so I was really excited. So I'm going to do some posts and things like that on it, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that we had that, and we were really excited to partner with them. It was pretty much seamless to get the products to them and them pack them, and it was great. So we were super excited to get the Sweet Elite into all of their subscribers' hands. And I know I think it was Friday, those that are more back east started to arrive, and I started getting messages right away that people were so excited that Sweet Elite was in it. So that was super fun. All right, that one we did. So let's see, we've got Wheeler 5150. What's going on, guys? New to car candy, love the podcast here from Missouri. Well, thanks for joining us. Yeah, so I'm happy that you are new, and thanks for joining the podcast. We do this every other week.
Yeah, let me know where you're at in Missouri. I go down there a decent amount.
Yeah, that's super cool. Super cool. Then we have our friend Mike Rhines.
Hello,
Made
Mike.
it. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and look who's here. Bradley Bradshaw finally made one. Hey, fam. Hope all has been well. It has been great. And it looks like you are great too. I definitely love following you and the baseball journey and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So super cool. Super cool. Thanks for being here. All right. Well, what was our subject for this week? I always forget. Let's see. What was it?
I forgot to.
Okay, now I gotta go cheat. All right, you guys throw in your questions, but I have to go cheat on what our subject was for the week. Let's see. Okay, yes, this is actually a good question. So, do expensive products actually produce better results? So that is the question of the week. So type in your answers. So do expensive products always make the difference? Do you want to answer, Josh?
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
So sometimes yes, but not always.
Yeah.
To me, I think like your sealants, I think sometimes it's a little better if you get a little more expensive one. I don't know. That's tough. I mean, that's really tough.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of really good products out there that we have even that are cheap. I mean.
Yep. Yeah, it is tough. And I think where I was going with this was, doing these maximizing profits and exterior detailing is one thing we really try to focus on is to really understand your product cost and really understand the cost of doing each vehicle. So, while something may look expensive up front, you really do have to figure out what is the cost per vehicle and what are you trying to achieve. So something that I actually took, and Mike and I did this when we were in Colorado too, but we took the comparison of Chocolate Thunder versus, and we picked on ourselves, Sweet Elite, right? So Chocolate Thunder or Chocolate Thunder Plus is dilutable 4-to-1 or 6-to-1. And then Sweet Elite, we tell you to use full strength. So right out the gate, Sweet Elite seems expensive. Chocolate Thunder, some people, it depends on what you compare it to, but you have to look at the final product. So what you have to take the cost of the gallon of Chocolate Thunder, and you have to figure out how much you're getting, which is over 5 gallons at that point. If you're
Yep.
doing 4-to-1, we'll just do Chocolate Thunders 4-to-1. So now you have 5 parts, which is 5 gallons. So you're basically making 5 gallons of product for X dollar. Sweet Elite, you're getting 1 gallon for X dollar, right? But the point is, and what I told people in the training is that it depends on who you're detailing for. So for me, where I run a bit more of a boutique, um, shop, and I'm doing more on the social media side, things have to look good. It's more beneficial for me to use Sweet Elite, and then
Yep.
it doesn't become expensive because I'm getting, you really have to pay attention to who you're detailing for. I gave the example to all of these mobile detailers that if you are working in somebody's driveway and say maybe the owner is a female and she's walking around kind of checking in on you, you might want to use the Sweet Elite because you kind of want the show, you want the smell, you want all
Yep.
of that. Or if you're doing social media posts, you might want to use something that's a little bit more expensive, like the Sweet Elite line, that's going to produce more visual effects, right? They both clean the same. They both are going to clean great, and you're going to have great results with either one. And then also, if you're doing a fleet or dealerships or something like that, you might want to use the more budget friendly, right? So there's a time and place for everything, but I definitely think that just exactly what you said, when we're doing things with like ceramic or ceramic sprays, um, sometimes the price definitely dictates what's inside the bottle.
Yep.
Because I will tell you, you cannot physically make a really nice ceramic based sealant for nothing. It's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. And, if you see one that's, $10 for a quart, that's probably a problem. So, definitely, I think there's a time and a place, and and also the biggest thing is, who are you detailing for? Are you
Yeah.
doing exotic cars? Are you doing auction cars? Are you doing dealership cars? Are you doing, you know, boutique stuff like I am? Like, you have to kind of set up your products for what and who you're detailing and what you're getting paid. So if you're working on a show car, you might want to use a little fancier stuff. So definitely that was coming up at my training. So I wanted to kind of touch on that. So very cool. So you guys get your answers in the comments. All right. So Wheeler 5150 said, Josh, I'm outside Springfield by My Detail Supply. Very cool. Josh is wearing a My Detail Supply shirt today, in case you guys can't see the logo.
I am.
Very cool.
Love me some
Very
Clint.
cool. Yep. Me too. All right, Frank, agree with Josh. And we've got 0-day detail. Hello, everyone. Checking in from sunny South Carolina. That I'm glad it's sunny there, but I am kind of nervous. I'm heading to Georgia next week, and I have
Yeah.
a feeling I'm in for a rude awakening. As far as
Yeah.
I live in the desert. We have had smoke. It's been super dry, lots of fires, literally in the middle of a million fires. Everything is covered in ash. But I am heading to Georgia next week, and I bet it's going to be hot and humid.
Yeah. The humidity's kind of, it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. And then we have Chad with CME Shine, Iowa. Hi, guys, from sunny Chicago. What are you doing in Chicago?
Hello, Chad.
That's super fun. I want to go to Chicago. Chicago sounds fun right now. Is it humid in Chicago?
Oh, yeah. Well, not
It
not
is.
near as humid as it is here, just because it's off the lake.
Yeah.
But which is
Okay.
crazy because I'm only 3 hours from Chicago, and it's
Oh, really?
super humid here, but it's not too bad in Chicago.
Huh. Crazy. So you guys are like here, you have the crazy, crazy, super cold weather and then super hot, humid.
Yep.
Wow. That's nuts. That is nuts. That's nuts, nuts. All right. Well, get your guys' answers in. We like the banter with what about expensive products? Do you think they're worth it? So let's talk a little bit about, we have about 10, 15 minutes left. You guys, we have made these a little bit shorter just because the summertime is nuts. So I don't know if you guys all know, but I'm taking Delaney to college next Wednesday. So we're in like full prep mode. Her car left yesterday. That was super stressful. I've never shipped a car before. Joe Kimball, good friend of the show, did it for me, and I'm just beyond.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
If I look a little stressed and one, I'm losing my employee, right? So, and she's in Montana right now, so I basically already left her. So I'm detailing alone. Tristan's actually out there washing the car for me right now, but I'm back to like doing the details by myself. So that's a little bit crazy. But then I've also not only lost my employee, but I've also lost my daughter and my best friend. And so if I look a little distracted or on the verge of tears, it's because I am constantly. So I'll get over it. I'll get over it. But yeah, what a time to be alive.
It is yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Cool. Well, do we want to like give any inside sneak peeks on anything? What are we working on that we can say?
Well,
I always love this because it's like, well, not really anything. Not really
two of
anything.
The products we're working on. What can we tell them about it? They can both be put in a foamer.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're not.
So we'll be bringing. So we'll be bringing something fun to Sweet Elite, which I'm super excited about. I think we pretty much have 3 items that we have pretty well hammered out. I think we've all, signed off on them. So we're pretty excited. Mike helping us. That's a tough one. Yeah. It's like you want to be able to tell people, but you always also want to like have the suspense, right? But hopefully it won't be too much longer. But we are really excited about it. And it's going to be great. I think we will for sure be able to get them out before SEMA. Hopefully even like a month before.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a pretty good spot. We got the label copy done, sent off to the people that are making the labels. So, I mean, we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Yes, we can absolutely talk about this, Mike. So new training program coming. Yes. So the 3 of us are all working on, we obviously kind of debuted the exterior detailing in Colorado a few weeks ago. I thought that went really well. I learned a lot from Mike, honestly. It was great. And we should talk about the product of the month because this will lead into what I was just about to say. So we have been doing product highlights every month. And so this month we chose Super Bright, which is our wheel acid. I've dealt with a lot of acids. They've always made me nervous. And for some reason, when I was at the training with Mike a couple weeks ago, it definitely gave me the encouragement that it was okay sometimes to use an acid. And so he had a special process of spraying on Chocolate Thunder, rinsing it, and then spraying Super Bright right over it, and obviously rinsing it. And it was a touch-free wheel cleaning process. So I called that Mike's Way, which I thought was funny. I don't know if we'll get like a copyright on that from whatever the Mike's sandwich shop is. But so I call it Mike's Way. So watch for that. I'm going to be doing a post of Mike's Way with the Super Bright. So we made Super Bright the product highlight this month. So you guys will see on our social media and all of that. We'll have some information on Super Bright and mainly just like the tips and how to be safe with it and how to use it when it's necessary and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, so we debuted the exterior detailing program and that was great. I learned a ton. And it was just, everybody really loved it. So we've got that one. We're going to refine our interior training. And then, of course, we are trying to completely redevelop our paint correction and ceramic coating training. So we just want to have very specialized programs where, people really get a lot out of it. And I will say the last 2 trainings with this exterior detailing, I have gotten rave reviews from everybody saying, oh my gosh, I learned so much. And so because we really try to incorporate, like I said, that business side, not just car candy stuff. And so it's just really, building a definite my phone just rang through. Just building a different community and really making sure that we're helping detailers and helping people be successful. So yes, we are super looking forward to all the new training programs. We are working on that. Frank says we will not tell. I bet you wouldn't, but unfortunately, this is public.
Yeah, this lives on the internet forever.
Yes, yes. We don't want to get in trouble. Sarah, spill the beans and let us know the cool new products. They're pretty cool. And I do think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they all three will come out at one time, which will be super fun. Mike says Sarah may be in Chicago this month. So there's a possibility that maybe he could have some of them with him. That is one of my favorite things to do, honestly, is to show new
Yeah.
products and show, different things that we're working on at these trainings. And I've never had one person spill the beans. Like, they're always very honored to get to play with things and be part of the process. So I love to get authentic reactions. And so definitely one of them that I had with me got, everybody was like, when can I get that? Sarah asking, will there be new products at the training with Jason in a few weeks?
So here's what I'll do, Sarah.
Mike
If I
says,
can
if Josh loves
refrain,
us, he will.
if I can refrain from using it all, I will bring some
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
I will make sure I have
That's
some left, and I'll bring it with me.
that's the hard part. That's the hard part. They give us samples and they're small. And then it's like, oh no. And then you fall in love with something and then you think, how am I gonna milk this for the next
Yep.
couple of weeks? That's always the hard part. Always, always the hard part. But I do think that Fred from the Glovebox will be seeing you guys there as well.
Oh, cool.
So I think Fred's going to be checking in, so you guys should see him. So that'll be fun. So I'm excited about this Glovebox thing. I think that it's going to end in a lot of people's hands that are going to be super excited about it, and just all new, all new. Chad says he's picking up a car. That's cool.
Fun.
That sounds fun.
Tony.
That sounds fun. Tony Mazel, my
Hi,
friend
buddy.
Tony. I miss Tony so much,
I
and
know.
I know I haven't gotten to talk to him on the phone. He's busy, and every time I call him, he says, I'm busy. Tony, you're going to have to call me later. I would love to chat with you. All right, Sarah, thank you, Josh. She's thanking you ahead for bringing stuff with you.
I won't let you down, I promise.
Yes. All right. Jeff C says, I would love to see. Oh my goodness, my computer goes crazy on these. I would be interested to see safe usage guidelines for acid use. Education for this is important. Lots of companies skirt around it. Jeff, we're all about it. Like, that is my plan for this month. I'm gonna put it on Mike and Josh and me, and we're all gonna try to share, everything you need to know about using acid, where, when, because the answer is not everywhere, for sure.
Yep.
I've seen some places, had a couple stories from this past weekend of, dealerships using it on every single car, and sometimes you get in trouble. So you definitely have to know when and where, but man, when you need it, so great, so great. And it can definitely make you more efficient and all of that. So we will absolutely be focusing on that. So definitely make sure you are keeping watch on our social media channels. We'll be doing reels and things like that. So absolutely. And then of course, if you ever have any questions, we will absolutely help you. Absolutely help you. Mike Ryan saying, yo, Tony, you're hiding from everybody. Chad says, picking up a client's car and it's only 90 there. So we had like a couple days of 100, like 7 days in a row of 106, and then it went to 82.
Yeah.
And we had a couple days of 82, but now it's going to go right back up to like 103.
So last Monday, I actually closed my shop at like 1:00 because it was like 114 degrees.
What?
Yeah. I sent all my guys home. It's like, we're not doing this today. And then 2 days later, it was 77.
That is terrible.
That was miserable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did that training in 106 in full sun.
Yeah.
But it honestly, like, we managed. Like, I complained, but it really wasn't as bad as it sounds. It really wasn't. I mean, we had to work fast, but the cool thing was is we just had to learn how to work with the products and work fast. The cool thing that I did notice that I will say was pretty cool was we used ceramic detailer from the Sweet Elite as the wash clay seal. And it's a little bit thicker than ceramic shield. But we chose to use the Sweet Elite one just to see. We were kind of like, let's see how bad it is, right? How bad the heat is. And the car had been out the whole day, so the panels were very hot. Which that's what we always say is don't do it on hot panels. And honestly, there was some streaks, but you know what I did? I just took rinseless wash in a spray bottle and went right back
Yep.
over. And Mike and I actually had this in Colorado too. Went right back over, and it was totally fine. So I loved that it didn't cause streaks that you were like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And we had that on a black car in Colorado too. And so it was really, really great that you just go right back over with the rinseless wash in a spray bottle and it perfect. Perfect, perfect. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty
Oh, can
cool.
we
And then
can we spill the beans about our project we're working on with bottles?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
coming out with labels for our Sweet Elite line for
Yeah.
32-ounce bottles.
Yeah. So you'll be able to put them on 32-ounce bottles. So you'll have pre-labeled beautiful 32-ounce bottles, which I know that there's so many people out there that are going to be excited about this, but I'm so excited about it because I go through the wheel and tire cleaner so fast because I love it so much. And same with the ceramic detailer. And so if
Yep.
you're using it like in a shop, you need those 32-ounce bottles. So yeah, super, super excited. We got to see them. They look fantastic. I think they'll probably only be a couple weeks, right? Shouldn't
Yeah,
be too
they
much
shouldn't,
longer
but
now.
yeah, it should be
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah. So excited about that. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be awesome. Um, Tony said, yo, Mike. That's nice. So let's see. Are we missing anything? Have we talked about SEMA? We're just
Um,
always getting ready
yep,
for SEMA, right? Always
yep,
getting ready. I
still,
think the booth is getting finished, and you guys are for sure gonna want to like stop by if you go.
yeah, we got
I
a
have talked. Yeah,
special guest lined up for a day.
yeah, that's gonna be great. That is gonna be great. Well, we are going to have to wrap this up because I have got to get back out and finish this car. The customer needs it back. It's his only car. So, unless you guys have anything else that you want to chat about, but otherwise, we will be back here in 2 weeks. We've still got a couple more events coming up this month. I know I'll be back in Colorado for another grand opening. I know Mike's going to be obviously in Chicago. You'll be back in Chicago. So we are all still all over the place and will be as we are making our rounds, just connecting with people, which has been so great. So again, if you don't already follow us on social media, please do. And then also make sure that you join Cam's Corner, which is our product
Yep.
group. But this is where you kind of get like the inside track on things first. Like for instance, we did release our influencer program, and all of that information is in Cam's Corner. And then we have a t-shirt contest going on over there, which we are working on. We've chosen some winners from that, and so we will follow up with that as well. But just fun stuff goes on over there, so make sure you join that group if you're not already. And then, of course, make sure to follow us so that you know when we come on for Unwrapped, which is every 2 weeks at the exact same time. And so for the rest of this year, we know we will have exciting stuff every single
Yeah.
time. I mean, it's going to be a crazy rest of the year, and we're here for it. So, do you have anything else, Josh? Anything else you want to
Nope. I think that's about
tell
it
the
for me.
watchers? Yeah, I mean, thanks for everybody who's been here today. There's a lot of people here. Some of you have been silent, but we see you and we appreciate you being here with us. And so until next time, you guys have an awesome rest of the 2 weeks from the summer. We've got 1 month left. Doesn't really feel like it over here with the
I
smoke,
know.
but we have 1 month left of summer, and then we are full into the fall, which is my favorite time of year. So until then, you guys have an awesome couple weeks, and we'll see you middle of August.
See you.